Everyone can
No
hear the
worries.
music okay?
Yeah. Maldao is making tea, but he's trying to find the NutriBullet right now. But I can hear you just fine. I think, Kayla, can you hear everything?
I can hear perfectly.
Can you hear Kayla?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go sit in Mel's spot to make sure you can hear her.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
She's probably gonna talk at about this volume.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. I'm calling back. Ow. I just stepped on something with my knees. And we're not gonna drink this time.
Oh,
Nope.
good.
We're not drinking for a little bit, for a while. I think yeah, I don't want to see alcohol yet. We actually got drunk after the Anime Awards again. The night after, for some reason.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's nice to taper down instead of have a hard cliff.
That's true. Yeah, I think I drank half a bottle of wine by myself.
Is that like a bad hangover thing?
Oh, it was a bad hangover. I also got mad zooted, so I was like, "Hey,
No,
Hajime, do you want to get
that's
zooted
not
today?
allowed.
Let's get zooted in Hyoko's brain.
No, there's no zoots here.
We can't zoot and scoot." Yeah, is there zooting allowed in the Neo World program? There was no zooting rule explicitly in the beginning.
I know
Never
that
told me
there's
I
not. Oh, okay,
I smuggled some
if you
in.
can find the stuff, I'll let you zoot.
Yeah, how I can oh, I have good luck. I can roll the zoot. I will find it. If it's on this island, it will be me who finds it. Don't worry. Don't worry, everyone. Well, now let's start, and then did you find the NutriBullet? Oh, okay, never mind.
All right,
Thank you for
guys.
not making it dumb. We are. What? No, it's okay. We can also just do that in a minute. I think we should start and then run and go finish that during a turn. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, Mel's coming, and then we'll be completely ready, and then we'll do our NutriBullet stuff later. We're trying to make tea.
Get this little glimpse into your life.
We're pretty open about how stupid we are all the time.
All right, so you say you do want to start?
Yeah.
Okay, so here is what this campaign is all about. This is a continuation of what we've talked about on Twitter. This is post-despair, Hajime being one of the only people that's woken up. Not Peko, but Sonya is someone who's also woken up. Maybe the first one, maybe the second, we don't know. But Hajime is doing deep dives into people's psyches to try and wake the despairs up. And of course, Komaida has not woken up yet because canonically he's the last. So this is not real Komaida. This is Alter Komaida, which is an AI companion who helps Hajime when he goes into the deep dives. So you've just dove into Hyoko's psyche. This is who you're trying to wake up today. And you are all on the beach. And what do you do?
Are we... I guess we're gonna go approach Sionji, because we can see her clearly, where before we did not see her.
Now hold on. Hold on. As a hologram, I can only do so much to help you. So if you do approach her and you make this go wrong, I can only do so much. So you might want to rely on what Sony has to say before you make your decision.
So I have an OOC question, which is, do we, as characters, know what the win condition is for
The wind can
deep
do.
diving?
Um,
Do we have like
Let's-
a general idea of how to wake people up?
so
Oh.
yeah, so you've figured out that the kind of psychic damage that happens when someone is killed in the Near World program, it causes a person to kind of create defenses around them to be in situations where they're comfortable. So the idea of waking someone up is to try and basically break down those defenses. And there's usually like a particular thing that they like to cling to. And if you disturb that, then it can possibly wake them up.
Okay, back into character. Well, I remember Mr. Naegi talking a bit about how we could help people, and it having to do with their defenses, their emotional defenses that they build up inside of themselves. So it might be a little bit dangerous, but I think the best way to learn about that is talking to Sayonji.
I would definitely agree with that. I'm concerned that there's a possibility she might not remember us. There's a possibility that she'll absolutely remember us and recognize us. And so I almost want to send you to talk to her first because...
Who is you?
Sonia, to talk to her first. Because I don't think... I don't remember having that good of a relationship with Sayonji, but we are friendly with each other.
All right. I'm totally fine with that. Do I take my turn first then?
Oh yeah, I can do that. Turns.
I can't believe Hinata is so willing to let his friend he just woke up, go and talk to this potentially dangerous individual. It's really interesting to me that he is letting Sonia go handle his problems for him.
I was planning on going with her while it happens, just because I don't think she should go alone. But Sonia did help us survive the game, the original game, and I definitely trust her from that experience.
I just think it's an interesting choice.
Cool. Since Hinata and Komaeda are my allies, can I move in a straight line past them?
Yeah.
Or do I have to go around them? Okay.
Yeah, you can move as long as they're not willingly blocking you.
I'm willingly blocking you.
All right.
I'm kidding, I'm a hologram.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay, so I'm just going to go right over to Sayonji, and I'm going to say, hello. You're Hiyoko Sayonji, right?
Okay. Hiyoko was kind of hunched over looking at the sand for something, but she hears you and she looks up and turns to you and says, "That's right. Can I help you?"
I then ask, this might seem a little strange, but I wanted to ask you, do you know who I am? Do you know who either of those two people standing over there are?
Let's see. She kind of looks at you and looks at those two, and she says, "Nope, haven't got a clue." They look like real winners, though.
Can I see that she's making a smirk?
Yeah.
I look towards Hinata and Komaeda and I say, "This is absolutely Sayonji!" Sort of overjoyed with the fact that she recognizes the correct character traits showing themselves.
Okay. I turn to Hinata only,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, I mean, was it ever a question that it wasn't? And then I also say, to me, Hinata, you have to be more careful than you're being. I don't think you really realize what a psyche dive could mean. And bringing Sonia here was completely irresponsible of you.
I disagree in some aspects of what you're saying. It hasn't been something that I've tried yet to wake anyone else up, and I think scary silence.
Hiyoko sees you whispering and says, if you've got something to say to me, you can say it to my face.
Oh no.
I cut through, and before I end my turn, I say, Sayonji, it's so good to see you again, and then reach out my hand and try to touch her shoulder.
Who did that?
Oh, sorry, that was Sonia.
Sonia? Okay. Hiyoko kind of shrinks back from that, and now she's looking at you weird and saying, what does she say? She says, you look like a loser too. I don't recognize any of you, and I've never met you before. So what's with this again bullcrap?
Got it. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Mine is distressed. I'm going to move towards Sayonji and Sonia to stand next to them. Not necessarily ignoring Komaida's words, but not wanting Sayonji to think that we're still whispering about her. And I say, oh, so you're Kyoko Sayonji. I'm actually a really big fan. I've been to every show you've done, but this is the first time I've been able to see you in this close.
Hajime sounds like a lolicon.
That's not true. I'm a very big fan of traditional Japanese dance.
Maybe you're the ultimate lolicon.
No, I disagree.
Well, that would be terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, where's Haji when you need him?
Sonia says, what is a lolicon? That's a term I'm unfamiliar with. Is this some sort of I don't know, Japanese cultural term that I'm not familiar with?
That's probably what Hiyoko thinks Hinata's acting like right now.
In fact, let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, Hiyoko is starting to get annoyed now because she thinks that you are into her.
Oh no! Can I take a step back?
You can, sure. And she says, if you want to get into my show, buttering me up isn't going to work.
Hinata says, oh, I don't need a favor. I just wanted to let you know what a big fan I am, and I have no problem paying my way through. This is just the first time I've been able to be in the presence of someone so great.
Oh, well, that makes her a little bit happier, and she says, yeah, I am kind of a big deal.
I know this would be a lot to ask, but do you think you could give us a teaser for your performance, for your next performance? It would mean a lot to me as one of your biggest fans.
A teaser?
Hajime's grossing me out. I never want to hear him use tease again.
Let's see what Hiyoko does.
I like how me and Sonia are just standing at attention.
I know.
Hiyoko smirks and says, sorry, I don't give it away for free. You're gonna just have to wait until the show.
Oh. Hinata. What does Hinata do? Okay. Hinata apologizes and says, "Of course, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me and why I asked you, but thank you for humoring me while you did."
Could you shut up now?
Right, I'm gonna end my turn.
I second. Oh, I'm glad that's over. I walk right past Hinata, and I stand in front of Sonia, and I look at Sayonji. I get really close to her face. She looks fine. Wow!
We're
Thank
done?
you, Jackie! Yep. Sorry, Jackie brought us cookies.
My favorite gift was on the edges, so I was afraid of my walking.
Jackie, they look amazing. Thank you. But I get down in Sayonji's face and I say, "Are you really sure you don't remember everything?" Ooh! I'm just kidding. I didn't mean to do
Get
that.
really close to Sayonji and phase through her like a monster.
Yep, I'm a monster. I get close to her and I say, hold on, I'm trying to change my sprite. There we go. "You're trying to tell me you really don't remember? You really don't remember getting murdered right in front of everyone?"
Oh my god.
You guys remember, don't you? She got murdered for being a little bully.
Yeah, but we weren't trying to talk about that right now. Right up.
Okay, Nagito, go ahead and roll a 20 on that one.
Okie doke. I rolled 13.
Whoa.
Okay. So, she doesn't push you aside and run away like she was planning on doing. But you were somehow just barely not menacing enough for her to stay and answer your question. Which, she says... what does she say? She says, "Are you sure you're not remembering it right? Because none of that happened to me."
That's an oddly nonchalant way to respond to someone accusing you of being murdered. Hajime, why don't you just tell her? That's what we were whispering about, wasn't it? We were talking about how she got murdered right in front of us, and yet here she is.
Can you stop putting words into my mouth, please? I don't remember what we were talking about, actually.
Okay.
At
this point, she looks at Kamida and says, "Stay the hell away from me unless you want to be murdered." And then she runs away over here.
Oh, she ran real far. Oh my god, where is she?
He's in this building.
Oh.
Jackie, these cookies are amazing.
I know, I'm so happy.
Thank you, this one.
Jackie? When I make them, they're not this good.
You're fluffy. Anyway.
On my turn. Oh, well, actually, hold on. Okay. I laugh. And I tell Hinata and Sonia, we weren't going to make any progress if you guys didn't actually... If you want to shock her back into remembering who she is, telling her you're your biggest fan just isn't going to work. And then I end my turn.
Oh, mouthful of cookie. Okay. Sonia is a little bit aghast. And I'm trying to decide. Yeah, Sonia's overcome with emotion and just makes a break for runs after Sayonji. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. without saying anything to the others.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you can move double if you don't act.
Oh, I forgot.
So you can move another 5.
Okay.
Okay, so Hinata is says that Sonia is going on without him, or without them. But he's been thinking about Komaida's point in terms of shocking Sionji back into reality, but he doesn't want to scare her completely. And so he asks Komaida what he thinks the best idea is, because obviously his approach scared her, and she ran away because she doesn't believe us. My approach wasn't that great, though she warmed up to me at the end, but it wouldn't have helped us in any way, because she still thinks of me and us as complete strangers. Do you think we could find anything on this island that would help her remember?
Hinata, do you want me to be completely honest with you?
Sure.
I am only what you perceive me to be. So anything you're looking at is just something you would have already thought about, but you just don't have the confidence to think it. So everything that I'm doing is just what you wish you could do. So I'll always do the opposite of what you want me to. Does that make sense?
Yes. Unfortunately, yes. Okay, then I guess I have no choice but to walk to this item in the sand. 2, 3, 4, and inspect it.
Okay. It's a coconut.
It's a coconut.
It's a
Wonderful.
coconut.
I don't think Sanji loves coconuts, but I would like to pocket it so I can give it to her as a gift maybe later. And tell her, I'll tell her when I give it to her that she can hit me on the head.
Okay.
If she gets angry.
Hajime got
Not
coconut. Do 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 do.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
There is one thing that I always remember Sionji really liked, and it was the only thing that she would come near you for. Do you remember what that is?
I don't right now.
She doesn't really like too many things.
I was thinking of gummies, but I don't know where to get them. Except maybe at the store, or
Well, we're in Sionji's brain.
they'll be everywhere, won't they? I guess I have to end my turn. But, thank you, Komaida, for your hint.
Mm-hmm. What's your current strategy, Hinata?
My current strategy, I think we need to get something before we go talk to Sionji again. Because otherwise
My strategy is to go talk to Sionji. And I just run. To catch up with Sonia? My god. I'm having trouble controlling my piece. Can I move through Sonia?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Let me just put me right here. I am sorry, I'm a nightmare. Hold on.
It's okay. He's a hologram. It makes sense.
You're right.
He just gets stuck on the geometry every now and then.
So true.
All right. Before you do that, as Nagito makes his turn, as he goes, you see two little figures scurrying out the front door.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, you did drop it. Oh my god. The little bugs! Gonta would be so happy.
They're us as bugs.
Yeah.
Ants!
Oh no, we're ants.
Oh no. This is very cool.
So 2 little ant-like figures scurry out of the front door and they head to the beach.
Jackie, look. There's nothing Kamaida's aunt.
They're so cute.
Caleb, move your hand.
Oh no! Look at them go.
Caleb, move your hand.
Oh, if you press Alt, it'll
So cute.
show them really big.
Oh.
Or sorry, Option.
That is so cute.
That is so cute.
They look kind of like minions. Wow. Wow, we're gonna get fucked.
And they start kind of digging around in the sand like they're looking for something. That's it.
How big are they, and can he not see them?
Yeah, you can all see them.
Okay. Oh, they're large.
They're about like the size of a soccer ball.
I yell, hey Hinata, do you see those ants? They kind of look like us.
Yeah, they do. They're cosplaying us. It's kind of weird.
What's cosplay?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding, I'm Japanese. Sonia probably doesn't know what that is, though.
They still might not know.
Kamaida absolutely knows what cosplay is.
Yeah. I think we make very cute ants.
All right. So Sonia is catching her breath because she was sprinting towards where she saw Sayonji go. But she saw these strange ant figures dart past her, and she took a minute to cool down and try and think about the situation. And she looks at Komaida and says, everything in here is part of Sayonji's mind, right? So no part of it is not on purpose. So those bugs have to mean something. I'm going to go see what they're all about.
You don't have to feel obligated to talk to me.
Before she leaves, Sonia says, of course I would tell my friend before I leave. I'm going the opposite direction.
I'm not actually your friend. I'm just a hologram.
Oh, hi, Sonia. It's been a while.
Hello! Alright, I ended up right next to the ants. What can I observe of them without taking an action?
Okay, if you're just looking at them, they don't really notice you. They're just kind of digging around in the sand like they're looking for something.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Really angry about how cute the ants are. Okay, so Hinata is going to also go look at the ants because he's fascinated by how big they are and how much they look like he and Komaida. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he introduced himself to little Hajime.
Little Hajime.
Little Hajime.
Oh no. That's the name of Hinata's dick as well.
Komaida's dick is named the servant.
It's not! It doesn't have a name! Jackie's crying. Anyway, continue.
And so Hinata says hello to the Komaida ant and the
Call him Little Hajime.
No.
Are you trying to figure out names for them now?
No.
Oh.
No, Little Hajime is Hajime. We already went over this.
And he is trying to get a good look. Can he talk to these ants?
He can try. What does he say?
Okay, Hinata tries to talk to the ants. He's not sure why, but he feels like Sayonji would want them to scream or say something if she were to squish them.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, what does Hajime say?
Hajime says, hello, what are you guys looking for on the beach? You guys digging around there?
Just roll a 20 on that one.
Oh, Hajime's the pro at this. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Yep. It'll be definitely fun. 18, bitch.
Wow.
Okay, cool. So, they have now noticed that they're being talked to by these giant people, and they kind of scatter a little bit.
Oh.
Oh. Wow, now there's two.
Actually, the Komaeda ant acts like he doesn't really care. The Hajime ant scatters a little bit.
Hajime is skittish. They're cute!
I can really relate to the Komaeda ant.
Just gonna take this back over.
Hinata apologizes. He says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I was just really curious about what you guys were looking for."
Hajime looks like a total idiot from over here.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah,
I'm
because
sure he does.
you were good at talking to them because you didn't really scare them. It looks like they just kind of look at you. They can't really talk. They kind of just make a sweeping motion around the beach. Maybe one of them, the Hajime ant, makes a big round motion with his little claws.
Oh. Big round motion.
Yeah.
So they can understand me, but I can't understand them.
I mean, they can't really talk. They speak. They make little ant
They speak.
noises.
They speak ant. Little clicking noises.
Yeah.
Can
Like
I...
lickers.
Oh wait, I end my turn because I can't do anything else. I was gonna search for the big round thing, but I can't yet.
You had a coconut. Anyway. I continue facing after Sayonji. Is she in this house?
Yes.
Oh, I shouldn't split up from everyone. I split up from everyone.
Oh, well, you try to go in, but... Oh, do you...
I just...
Is there not a door there?
No.
No.
Okay, there's supposed to be a big door here.
Ah. Is it locked?
You can try to open it.
I try to use my extreme luck to open the door.
Alright,
Do I have
since-
any items on me? I'm a hologram.
You're a hologram.
Yep.
Okay, roll for lucky.
Well, is my luck activated? Do I even have...
I would say it would be pretty useless if your luck wasn't activated. So, yeah, your luck's activated.
Wow, I can't believe that means canonically that Hinata believes in my luck.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
$19.
19, wow. Okay. What to do. Give me a second to think on that one.
No worries.
The door not only opens, but it turns into a piece of lovely cake.
That's happened before. Thinking a lot about Lil Haji over there.
Surprise little Hajime. Only have two
Okay.
expressions.
Alright, the lock breaks, and the door can be opened.
Jesus Christ.
Wait.
I make sure to yell back at them. Hey Hajime, thanks for believing in my extreme luck. Somehow I managed to open this lock that I probably shouldn't have been able to open otherwise. It almost feels like someone's really looking out for me. And then I walk through the door.
I'm trying
If I
to
can.
move the door. I can't seem to grab it. It's really weird.
Wow, extreme luck.
Too lucky.
Yeah, this is the despair side of luck.
Tell you what,
This is the...
in fact, the arches that were holding a bunch of important locking mechanisms just disappear for some reason. Wow. And I
Wow.
still can't get the... Ah, here we go. Finally. The
Wow.
door's gone. Okay, you are going in.
So I just have a 5 because I did an action. So I disappeared.
It's okay. So, you are now in the building. Here's what it looks like. Hang on. I want this to be a big reveal.
Oh.
Ooh.
I was like, is this off the board again? What is this?
Scary. Whoa!
Oh. God.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Oh my god!
Great. Who's the fan?
That looks like a Kane.
I know there's a lot to take in, but Nagito enters the Golden Hall. Everything is just solid gold on the floor, and it looks like there's a bunch of Hyoko statues and a fountain, and a bunch of tiny little ant-like people running around. But of course, one of these is actually Hyoko, who looks at you coming in and says, "How the hell did you even get in here?"
I just answer, I'm really lucky, remember? That's it.
Well, if you want to get into my show, you still have to pay. And then she runs over here. And
This
that's
is
it.
very cool.
Damn.
And then
Alright.
your luck kicked in. This ant that resembles Akane Owari was actually looking at the statue when you walked in and didn't notice.
Wow. She didn't notice. Awesome. Okay, well, I don't bother with her because I'm here for Hyoko, and this is my maximum move speed, I believe. So, I end my turn.
So, I look at Hinata and I say, "Did you see Komaida just break the entire column structure of that building and enter?"
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I also heard him thank me for his incredible luck, which allowed him to open that door. I just can't fucking believe it.
Sonia then says, I can't quite place it, but it feels like we've circumvented quite a bit of plot buildup that we would have had to, go in sort of a southwesterly direction to do. But I did notice a giant treasure chest over near the lake. And I think there might be something of use to us in there, so I think I might.
Our teacher!
Usami pops up with a boing sound and says, "Don't worry about that. That's for something else."
Okay, well, never mind. It sounded like Komaida was talking to someone, but I couldn't quite hear who, so I'm just going to try and catch up with. Good luck with your round thing search, Hinata.
Oh, thanks. Good luck catching up to Komaida. We don't want him to be alone for too long, I think.
Yes, I seem to be running back and forth quite a bit lately. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're doing something!
5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How's that shrub look?
Oh, very healthy.
Very healthy.
She looks shocked at this shrub.
I don't want to be alone with the ants, but they haven't attacked me, which I feel very good about.
No, they haven't.
And Komaida is reminding me that I had a coconut in my pocket, and I want to hand the coconut to Hinata.
Why not Komaida Ant?
Komaida Ant, I don't trust Komaida Ant.
That's a weird boy.
You don't trust Komaida Ant?
Oh no! Oh my god.
That is so funny. Oh my god, I love him. Come on, his face.
He was cute in despair. And so I hand the coconut to Hinata Ant and say, "Is this the round object you're looking for? I know it's not as big, maybe, but I found this and I wanted it, but it sounds like something that you really go for." Hinata Ant looks so confused.
I love Hinata just befriending his aunt self. Well, like, he and Sonya go try to save Sayonji. Come on, or Hinata's just hanging out on the beach with little Hajime the ant. Like handing him coconuts.
Just Hajime having a nice little adventure.
Yeah. His Aunt Sona.
It's about time, you know? Hajime's just been getting shit on through all these campaigns. It's about nice he has his own little adventure that doesn't end terribly.
Be a stupid adventure.
This is cute. Maybe you can start an ant uprising.
Oh. I mean, he's trying to learn the secret of the ant.
So, Hajime's taking the coconut out?
Yeah, Hajime takes the coconut out and to Hajime Ant and says, "Is this the round thing you're looking for?"
Let me tint these. So, Hajime Ant reacts very positively and is very excited and raises his little arms up to take the coconut.
Hinata hands it to him gladly and says, I'm glad I could find the round thing you were looking for, and I'm glad it was just a coconut, not something I had to dig for."
Komaita's here.
Yeah.
Well, hi, Komaita Ant.
Komaita Ant is feeling hopeful.
That is the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Because we found the coconut.
We found the coconut! Hinata asks little Hajime what he plans on doing with the coconut, and if he can show him what's happening.
Okay, well, Hajime Ant has a big coconut on his head.
Oh!
So, he kind of motions a little bit and starts walking. Komaita Ant doesn't, though.
Uh-oh.
Komaita Ant's just smiling.
Just smiling.
He's cute.
This is very cute.
This is the cutest adventure.
I can't move, huh? I want to see if Komaita Ant will follow me. Okay. I end my turn.
Oh, you didn't.
You can move if you want.
Oh, heck yeah. Alright, I'm gonna start moving this way, and as Hinata starts moving, he looks back at Komaita Ant to see what's happening. Yay! Very cute.
You want to be followed by Komaita Ant?
I think it's gonna be okay to have Komaita Ant following me. And Hinata waves at Komaita Ant, looking happy. Oops, that's despair. That's sad.
That's not sad, that's happy. I think.
He was not happy for a second. Or no, Komaita looks fine. Hinata himself. Okay, anyway, I end my turn.
Okay, well, I'm in here, and I see, I hear Sonya running, once again, up behind me. And then I figured Hinata's having a pretty wacky adventure outside with some ants. So,
You
I
just
do the opposite
figured.
of what I think. Yeah, just figure. I mean, he did seem to really enjoy them. He seemed to really bond with little Hajime. So I'd hate to get in between him and his other self. Komaita is not really interested in anything in this room.
Nothing?
He's only interested. Nope. He's interested in following where Sayonji ran, though. 2, 3, 4. I suppose he's a bit interested in what that sign has to say.
Okay. So he reads the sign, and it says, what does it say? It says VIP stage, VIPs only.
Okay, easy. Sounds like I just have to become a VIP. Not that I've ever been very or important or a person at any point in my life. So how hard could it be? Let's see. There's little ant people. Do these people look like anything, or do they just look like...
They don't look like
generic?
anybody that you know. They look like kind of bland, ordinary, everyday, no talent people.
Yeah, I can't even see them. I see right past them. I already used 4 of my movement speed, so I'll take one more step, and because I performed an action, I imagine I can do double movement. It also appears that there's a wall in the way.
You do see that there's a wall?
Yeah, I do. Sorry,
Okay.
I see that there's a wall in the way, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a door.
Yeah, it is definitely a door.
Okay. Can I tell if it's locked from here?
It's got a huge ass, like, VIP card scanner attached to it. There's not really even, like, a handle or anything. It looks like it opens automatically once you do something with that.
I guess I do have a bit of an idea, but it would require more movement. Okay. I end my turn since I would rather someone like Hajime or Sonia do this anyway, but maybe I'll give them a tip later.
Can Sonia read the sign outside of the building from where she is?
Yeah, I'll say that she can.
Wonderful. I would like to read it.
You gotta ask me. I won't do anything until you ask me. So, Sonya reads the sign, and it says, let's see. It says, "Welcome to Hyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancers VIP palace."
Interesting. Okay. I am going to enter the building.
Alright. As you step on this tile here, the Akane ant notices you and sort of puts her claws up like, you know, hey, 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 and pushes you back. Pushes you back there.
Oh, that's so funny.
And she's kind of waving her arms around and saying something, but you can't really understand it.
Sonia would be off-put by this if Akane Ant wasn't so cute, so she's actually pretty happy that she gets to experience this.
Aww.
I end my turn.
Oh my god, very cute. Okay. Hinata is just going to he sees Sonia struggling with Akane Ant and wonders if little Hajime and Komaeda Ant can vouch for him as the now king of ants. So he's gonna start walking at full speed to join Sonia in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, only Komaeda Ant is following him. He really hopes that Komaeda Ant does not.
Hajime ant too.
Yay! Oh fuck! I can't do anything because I have used all my things. Hi, Sonia.
I can
How are
say
you
that
doing?
talking isn't an action because that's fun.
Yeah,
Oh, hello! Did you see this small ant bouncer?
I did. I didn't quite see what was blocking you. I thought maybe it was a force field, but
No, she looks just like Akane, and she's quite strong, just like Akane as well. She pushed me out of the building.
oh no. What is this building that we're standing in front of?
Oh, it's Hyoko Saionji's VIP palace.
Oh, all right. So we're being kicked out. We're being kicked out of the building.
Yes, I'm afraid you do not have the proper credentials.
I think I got us covered. I made 2 ant friends on the beach because I gave them a coconut. So I think I think we'll be able to get through with minimal problems.
I see. So this is like a royal letter of introduction.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I haven't heard that in a long time. I remember learning about that in school.
And then Hinata gestures to little Hinata and Komaidan. And
So fun.
very cute. And he nods at them with a little smile. He says, "Is there any way you can let us into this place, or ask your friend to let us in? That would be great." And then I end my turn.
Okay.
I am so impressed that Hajime learned how to speak ant.
Little
Maybe he's the
Hajime
ultimate ant.
shows the coconut to Akane and kind of says something in his little bug language, and then she steps aside.
Damn, Komada really.
She smiles
Really?
and steps aside, and then they start going in.
Please tell me that Hinata and
Actually,
Komada
wait.
and. Yeah. Yeah.
So cute.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's my turn.
So cute!
I'm incredibly impressed by not only Hajime's charisma, but also his ability to communicate with ants in general. Maybe he's the ultimate ant. Maybe he's the ultimate linguist. There could be so many talents just up his sleeve. Komaido gets way too excited about this. He doesn't say anything. He just starts hugging himself. But he does have a plan, actually. He won't voice it to either Sonia or Han because they're not inside. But he walks up to this specific Kyoko. Let's see. And he wants to inspect her for a VIP card.
Okay. You go ahead and roll on that.
Okay. She seems like the happiest Kyoko. I hope I don't roll a 1. I rolled 16.
16. Okay. You feel around inside the statue. It looks almost just like Hyoko. The fabric is nice and soft and it's clean. And you don't find anything that's shaped like a card, but you do find it looks like somebody put some money in there.
Oh.
You find
I think
15 Hio coins.
I take the Hio coins. And actually, I would like to take 2 more steps and inspect this Hyoko as well. Oops.
Right over there.
Alright. Yeah, it's hard
I'll
to...
put you there.
I got
There
it.
you go. That was a search. You'll need to wait until next turn to do another one.
Okay, I end my turn.
Alright, so Sonia at long last is able to enter the VIP building.
Hello, Sonia. Welcome to the VIP lounge.
Oh, thank you so much, Komaida.
It might not look like a VIP lounge, considering I'm the only other person in it.
Well, I think it's very important that ants have their own VIP lounges as well. What can I tell about the tiny person in front of me?
They don't look like anybody that you know, but they look kind of similar to Hajime Ant in that they're just kind of a little tiny ant person. They look like they're wearing little suits, and they look like they're rich.
Are they interacting with the statues at all, or are they sort of like milling
They're milling
minding
about a little bit. This one's admiring the fountain. This one is taking a look at the statue. Everything here is very big to them.
Oh, wow.
Excellent. And can I read the other sign in the room that Komaida hasn't noticed from where I'm standing?
Yes. This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. This one says VIP game room.
It says what?
VIP game room.
Ooh,
How do you know I haven't read both of them?
that was an OOC description to make it easier to know which one I was talking about.
So why would Sonia only know who what?
Well, Sonia reads both of them.
Okay, well, Sonya gets the same information that Nagito did, and also gets this information for the VIP game room.
Wonderful. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Woo! Okay. Hold on. You know, it starts walking in the room. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he stops. And he says, "Hello, everyone. I'm glad we're all in the tea room now."
I think that just because I'm in the VIP room, I don't want you guys to confuse me with the VIP.
Okay. I tell Komaida, and I gesture to Komaida and, is Akane also gonna follow me?
No,
Oh,
Akane is guarding the door.
Okay, never mind. I'm very excited.
And also
so cute.
keeping an eye out to make sure everything in the VIP lounge is okay.
I yelled to Komaida about Komaida Ant, saying, like, did you get a good look for Ant self? I think the likeness is, outside of being very ant-like, is very, accurate.
I think that there's more important things going on here than an ant that looks like me.
I just really wanted to make sure you didn't forget in case something bad happens to it. You know, like I think it's gonna have the same bad luck as you. And I really want you to admire it before things go bad.
I'm fascinated by your concern, Hajime.
Is there anything I
I'd like to remind you that I'm a hologram.
Yeah. Is there anything I should know about this room since I, haven't been here for a while?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Does he do this
Okay.
to every AI companion that he dives in with? Like, does he bring Fuyuhiko and it's like, I don't know what to do, Fuyuhiko? How the hell should I know?
Well, that's why he brought me. Well, I can give you a bit of a scoop, but I'd really like for you to figure out what you're doing, since you are the ultimate everything after all. But I can give you a little bit of a lowdown. So, as of right now, I've only read this sign over here, but it looked to me like Sonia read both of them, so you might want to ask about the other one. However, this one over here says that this is the VIP lounge. I don't remember what it says, actually. And I did try to chase Yoko down this hallway, but it looks like there's a card that you need to access it. So I'm currently searching these statues for that card. I've only searched this cheerful Hyoko over here by this door on the right, and I found 15 Hyoko coins.
Ooh.
So now I'm Hyoko rich. And I was just about to search this sneaky Hyoko to perhaps find a VIP pass or maybe more Hyoko coins. Since I know Hyoko loves money, I figure it can't be a bad thing to collect coins. And that's everything you can.
Thank you, Komaida. I ask only because you're another set of eyes for me when I'm not when I'm doing other things.
You don't need to explain yourself to me.
Oh.
I am just another set of eyes for you after all. I'm really just a hologram. But if it makes you feel better, please feel free to do whatever makes you happy, I guess.
I think I just really like talking to myself and feeling crazy. So, I'm just gonna take exactly what you said. I'm going to help you on this quest. I think our goals should be a little bit aligned since there are a lot of Kyoko statues around. And I inspect the Kyoko statue in front of me, the pockets specifically.
All right. Pockets
for
on.
VIP card or mono coins. Or Kyoko coins, sorry.
Okay. Roll it.
Let's see. Alright, Hajime, don't fucking beef it. 14!
You find 5 Hio coins.
Not too
Oh,
bad.
Hio coin.
Sweet. And I think I end my turn, yeah, because I pretty much moved all the way through.
Okay, I noticed that I really don't like the idea of Hajime searching every Kyoko statue after she was so creepy to her earlier. But I'm just a hologram, so I don't think too much about it. And I searched this other Kyoko statue over here.
All right. Go ahead and roll it.
I have a dark feeling. Oh, 19.
Okay. Let's see. What does this one have? Give me a second to think on that one.
No worries. I would like a snack.
We don't make not dummy thick tea.
Yeah, I don't want Mr. Krabs' ass clapping levels of thickness to my matcha latte. Actually, it's like 10 now. Now I kind of don't want a matcha latte.
All right.
I wanna-
In the Hiyoko statue, you find a piece of paper, and written on it is, "Meet me at the pool. The password is Black Cat."
Black cat. Got it. I don't tell Hajime about this one. I say, oh hey, I found some more fuel coins. And then I say, I'm going to check what's in this hallway right here. Or actually, can I tell that it's a hallway or is this a wall?
It's a hallway.
Oh, okay, great. And can I use more movement?
Yeah.
Oh, there's more.
Okay, great. I think I took 2 movements, so I have 3 more. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
And I end my turn.
Okay, so I look. Sonia looks at Hajime and suddenly gets a very stern,
Oh
let's
no.
see, stern look on her face and demands, Hajime, give me all of the Hio coins you just got.
What? Why?
I see a game room, and I think that if one of our goals is to collect Hio coins, it would be faster to take Hio coins and bet them in the game room, if that's how this works. So give me your coin.
I only have 5 coins, but maybe you don't want to search any of the other Kyokos for coins.
Sonia says, it is not as easy for some of us to defile a maiden's body.
This little guy is getting a little weirded out.
Which
So
one?
he's moving over here.
Oh. I'm sorry, Mr. Ant. Okay. Hinata figures. Oh God, there's really no good way out of this. If he gives Sonia the coins, he'll never hear the end of it for more coins. But
Sonia says, please rest assured, once I have the coins, I will be running very quickly to the game room. I don't have to worry about anyone buying whatever other devil you enact upon the statues here.
I really don't appreciate you referring to it as something like that. I don't know why I'm explaining myself to you. I hand Sonia the coins angrily.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Oh fuck. Both of us or just Hinata?
Hinata.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it looks great. 3!
Okay. as Hinata's handing the 5 Hyo coins over, Komaeda Ant kind of rubs up against him, and he drops the coins all over the place. They go scattering.
Oh no! Hinata is startled and turns around to look at Komaeda Ant, like, with his arms out, being like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? But he's not angry, he's just confused.
He likes you.
So, the Hyo coins are scattered all around, which causes all the little ant guys to turn around
Uh-oh.
and start running towards them to pick them up.
Fuck.
And because of this, the bouncer starts running around and being like, "What the fuck?"
Oh no! Oh no! No. Akane, we'll make sure to get the money before the ants do. Sonia, what do
Akane
you wanna
doesn't
do?
really seem to care much about the money. She's just wondering what all this disorderly conduct is about. She's not doing anything yet, though.
Does picking up a coin count as action?
I'd say if you walk over them, you can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll pick up those 2.
Okay, Sonya has 2.
Wonderful. Okay, that's the end of my turn. I'm a little bit disappointed in Hina.
Reminder that I'm 15.
I don't know why you're disappointed in me, Sonia.
I didn't voice that aloud.
Oh god, okay, so now Hinata's in a weird place where he was really hoping that Sonia would not be around to watch him continue to look for the VIP card. Just because he doesn't feel like dealing with that right now. But he does want to get his coins back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He runs full speed to pick up the coins, really not wanting to upset the Akane ant or see what the other 2 ants are capable of doing. While his friend ants have been really great, everyone else not so much. He just can't trust them, and he fell. He fell.
Alright, so Hajime gets 2 of those back. Okay, all the coins are now no longer scattered all over the floor.
And then
The little ants by the fountain look kind of satisfied that they got a little bit of free money. In fact, this one got a free money. The other one didn't, so he looks a little disappointed.
oh,
But she starts making her way here.
all these gambling ants. Okay. Can I end my turn. I was gonna throw the coins at Sonia, but I don't want to do it.
Alright, well, I just found this note that told me to meet somebody by the pool. So, I remember seeing the pool next to where we spawned in the Psyche, so I think I'll start acting on that. I do hear Hinata making a horrible mess outside, but it sounds like everything's calmed down now, so... Oh, well, Hajime is nearby. Well, hey there. Hold on, let me zoom in a bit. Let me see better.
He's still kind of carrying a big coconut on his head.
Oh. I think this is a great new Hajime. I like this Hajime. I think he reminds me of the ultimate coconut. Okay,
Oh, he's leaving.
I watch him, before I move.
Okay, he kind of stops at this little electronic-looking device and holds the coconut up.
Oh.
Does
And then
anything happen?
a little light kind of shines on his face,
Wow.
and that's it for now.
Can you remind me what the note said exactly?
Do you want to roll to remember?
Sure. I do have it though. I could just read it.
Oh, I mean, if you have it, then I'll just tell you. It said, "Meet me by the pool. The password is Black Cat."
Oh yeah. Okay, great. Man, I really want to know what that's about, but also I'm interested to see what this little Hajime ant is doing. Knowing Hajime, though, he would never leave his ant friends behind. So, hey Hajime,
Yeah.
there's this cool ant thing happening by that door over there, and it's, little Hajime ant, and he seems really pleased with himself, so
Oh no.
I figure you'll want to check that out. But I actually forgot that I'm supposed to meet someone.
Meet someone.
Yeah, I have to meet someone. Don't worry, don't take it personally. They just they wanted to meet with me, so I'll be back. But maybe you want to check on your new friend over here.
I'm just confused about the someone you're meeting.
I start moving.
Hi.
Oh, I'm walking past you. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. I'll be back a little bit later. I think I move one. Oh, never mind.
Face to face.
Oh, hey. Well, look, it's a little tomato ant. Is this the one you were talking about?
Yes, actually.
I don't really see the resemblance.
That's fine. That's fine. Kind of wearing the same coat, and he's got a little bit of white hair, but
I didn't want to say it. I know you think lowly of me, but comparing me to an ant is a little bit much. Even for me.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Fine.
Before she goes to the game room, Sonia remembers that Komaeda also has some money on him. Komaeda-kun, may I trouble you to ask for some of those Hio coins, just however many you'd be willing to give.
How does 5 sound?
5 sounds wonderful. Thank you so much.
I hand her 5 coins. Do we have to roll? Does she have to roll?
No. Not this time.
Yep, you just come my dad. Loving Hinata.
Great. I very graciously bow and say you're a wonderful hologram. Thank you so much.
There's no need to bow to a hologram as lowly as me.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And was getting the coins from Komaeda an action?
That's not an action.
Okay, cool.
Okay. I'm gonna say that's going in.
Okay, cool. Oh, I can even
Oh!
Oh my god. Oh my god, who's that?
There's an Anami ant!
Oh,
An Anami!
I love it. It's so sleepy. Oh, it's the food from last time.
Oh no.
excellent.
The food!
Exciting.
Remember when Pekka
So
watched...
you've entered the VIP game room, and it looks like all the ants are just having a good time. There's a big plate of food, there's some candlelight, there's some soft sofas, there's this little ant that has bunny ears on it, and it looks like this Nanami ant is playing the Nintendo Switch.
Wonderful.
That's so funny. Just called the Nintendo Switch.
Well, it was a Switch, so I just added Nintendo to it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. So Hinata Hinata is going to start running full speed towards his double, his wonderful ant double. Just because he is worried about the ant disappearing and not being able to get inside. Because he doesn't have any more coconuts. So he's going to run at full speed down the hall. Oh god. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
If you want to sprint all the way over to Hinata Ant, you can do it, but you gotta roll to make sure you don't trip and fall.
Oh!
Oh no.
Wait, last time. Okay, I'm gonna... God, it's gonna be so bad. 19!
19, okay. So you do it, you're right next to Hinata Ant. You skid to a stop.
Wow,
Right
that
next
looks
to him.
cool. Too bad no one was there to see it.
Okay, Komaida Ant and Hinata Ant are my witnesses, and I'm fine with that.
This ant saw it, and she just kind of walks over there.
I love Hinata, King of Ants. So stupid.
These ants are
Okay.
just kind of milling about doing stuff.
I mean, the other ants don't seem to care about him, so what
Just
is he?
having the time of their lives.
I'm glad they're having fun. And now, Hinata Ant turns to... Or, Hinata turns to Hinata Ant and gives him like a little thumbs up.
Aww.
Okay, Hinata Ant kind of gets what you're putting down, and is gonna move over here, but is kind of waiting to make sure that you can come in with him.
Yay! I'm so glad. And I might end my turn, and I'm gonna move Komaida Ant if I can. Closer.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, actually, you ran pretty far away.
Oh no.
What does Komaida Ant do?
Oh no. I lost my companion.
What does he do? He just kind of lost track of you, and now he's kind of wandering around.
Oh no.
You could call to him.
Komaida Ant.
Hajime, I heard you from all the way down here, and I think that that's still really rude.
He heard.
He heard!
He heard. Here he is.
Yay. I'm sorry. I know you can still hear me, Komaida. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to call him. He responds to it. I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm just a hologram, so I don't really have any sense of pride.
Don't you have to be someone?
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm just asking.
Oh yeah, I do. I forgot it's my turn. I'm so amused by these ants. So yeah, I noticed the pool's right outside, so I'm just gonna head out there and ignore Hajime's insults. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm at the pool, sort of. Can I? Well, I can't do anything because I moved fully. I just want to look around.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay. Is it like perception?
It's luck actually.
Oh, okay, cool. 6 or 9.
9. Okay. You don't see anything in particular. You don't see anybody. It's just a pond.
Okay, well, I have a couple minutes to think on that. And my turn.
All right. So Sonia sees the large red button. Has she seen anyone interact with the button since entering the room?
No. It's got a little screen on it, and Nanami Ant, it looks like she's playing a game on it.
Oh, okay, got it.
It's Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I didn't, for some reason, put that together.
Excuse me.
I walk over to Nanaman, and I try to make some sort of gesture to indicate that I want to play a video game with her.
Aw. Well, you could just say.
Hey, Nanaman, may I play a video game with you?
She's slow to respond, like the real Nanami, but she pushes a couple buttons on the side of the machine, and she hands you a really small, tiny controller that barely fits in your hand. And it looks like they're playing a game where, what are they playing? They're playing Super Saiyanji Kart.
It's cute.
Okay. Alright, I'm having a great time. And, I'll end my turn for now.
Alright, back to the ant quest.
Remember when Full Hooka was
Oh.
worried that we were gonna have that much to do?
Well, I learned a little bit from the last campaign to have stuff be more self-contained. And just about, like, having fun.
Aww.
So, okay, the Hajime ant walks into this area.
Oh.
And carries the coconut in here.
I don't like that there's a knife on that table. Hinata follows Hinata Ant into the other room. What is Saiyanji? Did not notice. Hinata, please. Yeah, he goes full speed into the room.
Here, let me get you over the hump. There you go.
Yay.
It's not an exact science.
It is for me, apparently, since I'm too dumb. My special brain can't do it.
Well, no, I mean, it's not an exact science to put the pieces in places where people won't have trouble.
No. I know.
Also, like, movement spaces is not that big a deal. I'm not gonna... Oh, you can't move that many spaces.
Oh, can I roll to see what's happening in this room? It looks like a party, but
yeah. Go ahead and roll. Roll perception.
Oh, bitch. 20!
20!
Whoa.
Wow, okay. That is... For Hajime, that is a natural success.
I know.
So, here's what you get at the onset. It looks like a little pool area with some ants in bikinis. And you see Hiyoko just pigging out on this food here. Like, she doesn't even care. And of course, there's this ant here that is kind of looking at her with admiration. Everyone's just having a good time. And then in the pool, there is... Or by the pool, there's a guy that is not in a bikini or like shorts or anything. And he's kind of looking around. And that's it.
Okay. I call out to Komaida Ant, again, to see if he wants to come to the party, though I am getting concerned about this suspicious ant. And I wait, while looking at the bouncing Komaida Ant next to me.
Alright, well, I'm at the pool and I don't really see
He looks
anything.
at Hajime as if to say, "Wow, they never let me in here."
Oh,
That's so cute! god. This ant really is Kamida. Well, Kamida's at meanwhile, real Kamida, well, hologram Kamida is at the pool. And he didn't really notice anything last time. Of course, he doesn't know. Is this a pool?
You said it was a pond.
Oh, it was a pond. Okay, well then this isn't a pool. Well, this isn't a pool, so I'm not at the right meeting spot. But I don't know where the pool is. So, let's see. It looks like there's things I could do here, but I'm more interested in finding Zoe. I run all the way back.
Okay, before you move, I need you to roll a luck.
Ooh, okay, great. There we go. 16.
Okay,
It was almost a 3.
so this little guy pops up out of the bush here.
Oh,
And
wow.
he looks tired and kind of angry and is moving towards Kamida.
Kamida stomps on him.
Okay. He's dead.
I'm a hologram. Did it work?
Yes.
Oh dang!
Oh.
I didn't think I could touch anything. Well, oops. Well, it's Sionji's world. I suppose should kill as many ants as possible. I'll have to go kill that Kamida ant next.
Not Kamida ant.
Does that count as an action?
I would say that it does count as an action, so go ahead and move your regular.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I'll give you another 5 if you want to roll agility to keep from tripping.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Let me roll.
I like how I can just play fast and loose with the rolls.
Yeah, it's cool. Kamida is feeling 10.
Okay, you get another 5.
Yay. Kamida's feeling a little bit of guilt. for
Is he
killing
feeling
that
guilty?
No, not really. Yes and no. He's Hajime's idea of Kamida, so I think Hajime's humanity is rubbing off on his hologram self a bit. Oh, hey, Akane.
Alright. I'm having a great time playing the Kyoko card game with Nanami, and is there anything pertinent or useful that I can perceive about this room, about the game room?
Let's see. Roll a perception.
Okay. Uh, 18.
Okay. You guys are getting the good rolls tonight. I like that.
Yeah.
So, you can see that everyone's having a good time except for this little guy here, who's kind of looks like he's a little bit pissed off at Nanami.
Oh no.
And he sees you playing, and he walks away.
Oh no.
You should squish him.
I look towards Nanami and I ask, what's his deal?
The Nanami ant kind of shows you the inside of her pocket, and it is loaded with Hyo coins. And she points to the machine and keeps playing.
I see. I asked Nanami Ant, you want to play the next match for some coins?
She takes a second to respond, and she kind of looks at you as if to, be like, "Are you sure?"
And I say, yes, absolutely. I'll put 2 coins up for the bid.
2 coins?
Yeah.
She puts 5 coins down.
Wow.
And then looks at you like... she kind of moves her hands, is like, do you want to put any more down?
Yeah, I'll match her 5.
Okay. So now there's 5. There's 5 coins on the table here. And then you play the game. You play Super Saiyan G Kart. Go ahead and roll to see how good you are at the video game.
Is that a 20?
Yeah, that's a 20.
Oh dear, I got a 9.
It's the ultimate game.
Okay.
No, just please don't.
Nanami Ant got an 8.
Huh?
I caught Jackie asleep. Like it starting. Myself blanket.
What's that?
What does that mean?
Nothing. Jackie was taking a nap.
Oh. I mean, we could stop if you want.
We have 1 second now.
No. Jackie's just on her computer watching.
I'm watching a very satisfying video of a pot on a cottage. It's so relaxing.
That's a big
Very
fucking
funny.
mood.
Oh, sorry. Jackie was the one that just wanted to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking you were saying that people were actually falling asleep in the game.
Oh.
It's like, am I that boring?
No.
Okay, so it looks like you've just barely beaten Nanami Ant for 5
Whoa,
Hyo
really?
coins. Just barely.
Oh.
It looks like the Ultimate Gamer is having a little bit of an off day right now.
Oh.
She's an ant.
But she looks happy anyway.
Oh.
So she gives you the 5 Hyo coins.
Cool. Can I shake her little ant claw as if I'm shaking her hand?
Yeah, absolutely. You can bend down and do that.
Okay, that's very important to me.
Yes. So you show good sportsmanship.
Wonderful. Okay,
And she smiles. She's very friendly, and
Aw.
just like the real Nanami.
Cool. All right. So now that I have, how many do I have?
I don't
I've
know.
got,
How
like, at
many
least
did you start
10.
with?
Oh my god.
You found? I gave you 5.
So I had 7, and then I bet 5 and 1 5 or 1 10. So I have 12. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go see what other rooms there are in the VIP house and see if my coins can get me anywhere. I thank Nanami Ant and give her a smile and start walking away.
So she goes back to playing the game.
Now it's Hajime's turn.
Yay! Okay. Hajime Hinata.
He's on the phone.
That's my answer.
Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hinata is going to walk over to the Kyoko that he sees, who's really enjoying the food. Oh boy, I thought about that. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna walk that way. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I want chips and salsa.
Oh hell yeah. And he greets her, says hello. I am Hajime Hinata. I go to your school.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. There we go. Okay. So, you are interrupting Saionji while she's eating to introduce yourself as Hajime Hinata, the guy that goes to your school, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. First of all, she's going to spit her food out.
Oh.
Because this is the second time you've bothered her. And she yells at you, "Why won't you weirdos just leave me alone? I'm trying to eat here."
Hinata apologizes and says, "Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just saw you again, and I've been for a bit. We've been talking to ants, and I just wanted to say hello to another human being."
Okay, she looks at you like she doesn't even know what you're talking about, and says to you, "Go away. I need to eat before the show."
Okay.
Smells a little bad. Don't eat it. Okay, sorry. We were determining whether or not the guacamole was bad in the answer. Sorry.
Hinata. Oh god. When's your show? When's the next show? Sure that I leave you alone for enough time that you actually get a chance to do what you need to do.
When is the show?
Yeah.
The show is gonna be pretty soon.
Like, not at all.
Oh, I didn't is it okay if I...
And the quicker you leave me alone, the quicker I can get to do my show.
Right. Do you know how we can get into your show? Komina told me that there's a giant lock on the door.
Okay, she's just completely annoyed now, and she pushes a button.
Oh no.
And turns away from you, and starts eating her food again.
Okay. Hinata turns. And just thinks about what he needs to be doing. It takes a step back from Saionji, because he knows that he is annoying her. And he ends his turn.
Can I sense Hajime's distress?
You know what? Since you are not real Kamaida, since you were like in the program and a program, I'm gonna give you a chance to do that.
Cool. Can I just appear like a ghost beside him?
No, that's too much.
Okay, fine. I just don't want to have to run all the way over there. But I will do so. Okay, well I noticed Sonia is on her way. So I call out to her and I say, "Hey Sonia, not to concern you, but I'm pretty sure something's going on with Hajime down this hallway. We should probably regroup with him. It turned out that the person I was supposed to be meeting didn't show up for whatever reason, so let's just forget about that.
Sonia says, "Okay."
Okay. I want to run past Akane. Will she let me?
Akane looks a little pissed off right now because her little pager beeped and now she's moving over here down the hallway.
Oh no.
So you can try to move past her, but she might not like it.
Well, I figure if Akane's mad and Hajime's gone and I can sense that he's distressed, that it has to do with Akane. Or something. There's something going on. I put these things together. I'm debating on whether or not her angry at me. I'm just gonna go past her. I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Did I roll?
You can move past her.
Okay.
So
Okay,
you
and
step,
that's my
you
total.
step over Akane.
Yeah. She's an ant.
She's an ant.
Does she notice the blood on my shoes from killing that other ant? Oh, hologram.
No, she doesn't notice. She wouldn't be the type to notice that.
True. I'm also, I don't know how much blood I can pick up from a hologram. But and
And from an ant.
a hologram.
A hologrant.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I had spicy salsa.
What's with you and spicy things?
I'm like really into spicy foods now. I think it's because I have arthritis. Like ever since I got it, I have to eat a lot of bland food. So now, like one of the only times I get to eat things that have flavor, I just like it's spicy food. Because I can't really eat desserts anymore, so I just eat a lot of spicy food, and it's so good. It gives me so much heartburn. And I won't shut up about spicy food. I love it. My latest and greatest charm point.
God, I believe it's your turn.
Oh, it is. Wow. I'm heeding Komida's words.
Can someone pass the Totopos? Okay. Yeah, good.
Alright, I need double my movement and being my turn.
Hinata is upset that he once again managed to piss off Foundry, but he doesn't see any of the other ants to like attack him. So he figures that the beeping was an alert for someone else outside of the room, and assumes that it can only be silent bouncer, Akane Ant. As she was very, she was guarding the entrance to the entire place. So he calls out to Hinata Ant, who's still in the kitchen, because Hinata Ant helped him with Akane Ant before. And he just knows he needs help. If he can.
What is he asking?
He's just asking for Hinata Ant to join him and help him in the event that Akane to him as a way of like insurance, so he doesn't get thrown out of the building.
Well, Hajime Ant puts the coconut. He drops the coconut off, and then heads back and kind of looks at you like, what do you want me to do?
Just as you're one of my friends in this place, and I just need to know that you're gonna have me back. As weird as that sounds right now.
He kind of looks at you, and he looks at Sayonji pigging out on her food, and he acts kind of scared.
Oh no. Can I inspect the ant next to the pool?
Sure.
What's he doing?
I can use mine.
You say, what's he doing?
Yeah.
He was just kind of minding his own business, but now that there's a bunch of commotion going on, he's moving over here.
Okay. Hinata is gonna start walking this way at his speed. To get as far away from Sayonji as possible. Since he's clearly busy, and he thinks that he'll be able to convince her to speak to him again and answer any of his questions. And I end my turn.
Okay, this is great. I'm excited. I'm Sonia. And I say,
Oh, wait, hang on. It's Akane Ant's turn.
oh
So-
no.
She barrels through. She's picking up speed. And both of you need to roll a 20, otherwise you're going to get knocked over.
Trying to find my... Oh, there we go.
Sonia got a 10.
I might have got a 5.
Oh.
Alright. That's just barely not a critical failure. So, Sonya
Yeah.
wobbles a little bit, but she's fine. Komaida hits his head against the wall,
Oh no.
and he takes a little bit of damage.
Ah, dang. Amazing. Truly an ultimate of ants. I'm really so lucky to have been thrown aside like I was nothing
Ultimate.
by a very important ant herself. I can see the talent, and it fills me with hope. Can I get a hope point?
Fine. Why not?
Yeah, I get a hope point. I'm filled with hope. I'm disgusting. I'm drooling. I'm very excited. They say, Sonia, I'm filled with hope. I need all of your coins.
Sonia says, well, it would only be fitting since you let me have yours in the beginning. So Sonia gives Komaida 12 Kyo coins.
Great. Komaida now has 22 Kyo coins. He's really glad that worked out. He moves one more space, and then can I move my total movement speed?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, sorry, Kane. I hope you knock me down again. You were so powerful last time. It filled me with hope. You're truly an ant among ants. An ultimate of ultimates. A powerhouse.
Instantly, Hinata can start hearing Komaida gushing about ants. But all I can hear is ants and hope and ultimate ants.
Sonia catch up with Hinata.
Oh, so do you want to switch spots so you can hear you?
Like, do you want to sit down?
I can check my clock to know what time it is. But I can't read it because it's dark.
Is it 11? Yes.
Only?
Yeah, it feels like it's 2 a.m. Yeah, it does. for
Yeah,
some
it
reason.
does. It's been a long week. It's Tuesday. Wait.
It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. and
Yeek! Ay, ay, ay.
It's barely.
It's
Yesterday-
it's Thursday for me.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Well, look. Yesterday took, I think, 5 years off my life.
Aw.
Oh shit. Oh, it's my turn. When did it become my turn?
It's when you ran.
Hinata, Hinata is, steps out of the room. Okay. Oh boy.
Oh, Hinata, have you met this wonderful ant? It reminds me of someone, but I can't recall who, but quite powerful. She barreled me into a wall earlier, and it filled me with so much hope. I really can't express how this ant is the ultimate of ants.
This is the ant you're talking about. I did hear you, from the other room talking about ants and hope and everything, and, I have met this ant before. She, knows my good pal, Hinata ant, and Komaida ant.
Oh, you're still comparing us to ants, I see.
Yeah.
I really think that your self-esteem is just quite low.
They look so similar to us, especially the Hinata ant with the little ahoge.
It's not okay.
Hair. I can't help but make the comparison. Hinata calls out to Hinata ant and Komaida ant and asks them to join him in.
They are, well, Hinata Ant is looking a little worried, and Komaida Ant decided to stay behind to
Oh.
cheer him up.
Oh. Okay. Well, Hinata's fucked, but that's fine. Hinata tells the ants that he hopes they stay safe at the pool. And I end my turn. God.
Well, I guess Hinata's reign as the whatever of ants that he was attempting to be is over. Oops, I also have. Well, Hinata, I'll tell you what. I actually have to meet someone over here, and I'd really appreciate it if you didn't involve yourself in this.
No. That's fine.
Oops.
I think I've made Sionji pretty angry.
I want to go stand on the same tile as Komaida Ant. But I probably can't, but he's an ant.
Where are you trying to
But
move?
I'm
Right here?
right there. Yep.
Okay.
And I walk in and I say, wow, I've sure got all these PO coins and I don't know what to do with them. If only I knew where to buy tickets for Sionji's show. So much money. Not sure what to do with it. Oddly enough for Sionji to hear.
Well, Sionji is, of course, pigging out, and she's annoyed as it is. So, she's not listening, but Hajime Ant is gonna kind of, nudge you, and then he'll start moving this way, kind of sidestepping Akane Ant.
Well, I don't really trust an ant, especially one I don't recognize. But,
Real quick, guys. I called a lift in the open. 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So I just-
Aw.
thank you for feeding me, buddy. Over half the plate.
Aw.
Thanks, Jackie.
Thanks, Jackie. Have a good night. Get home safe. Message us when you get back. Bye.
Good night, Jackie.
Aw, Veliko says good night. Aw, she said to keep up the good work.
No.
Bye, see you tomorrow. Love Jackie. Okay. Let's see. Where am I? What's going on? Against my better judgment, because I'm not 100% Komoda. I do look down the Komoda ant. I do notice that it does bear a little bit of a resemblance. Komoda looks at Hinata and says, you know, I came in here ready to go yell at Sayonji and probably make your life a lot more difficult, but I don't know, there's something about that ant that was just in here. It kind of reminded me of you, so I don't know what I'm saying. I guess I'll follow him.
I'm glad you're coming around to it. Not the ant.
I moved back to where I was. Oh, I can't get over the sorry, Veliko. I can't get over I go to stand next to Haji.
Oh, where did you go?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Where did you go?
I
wasn't watching.
was trying to go over the yard. And I just disappeared off the map.
Oh,
Well-
you're hiding behind the servant. How the hell did you do
What?
that?
What? How? He's so far. Weird. Just my luck, am I right? Anyway, I'm trying to stand next to Hajime.
Oh, next to Hajime.
There I am.
Sorry, I didn't know which Hajime you meant.
Oh, I actually meant normal Hajime, but I'm telling him, let's work together and maybe work with those ants that might bear resemblance to us.
I'm glad you're turning around your opinions on the ants. I definitely did not mean to earlier, but Komoda ant. Never mind, it's not my turn. I can't call it.
Well, Hajime, I'm really just what you perceive me to be, after all.
Oh, yeah. It is Akane Ant's turn. She's gonna barrel through Hajime.
Oh, fuck.
So Hajime rolls a 20.
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
15.
So Hajime's fine. And then it looks like Akane Ant is gonna stumble into and over Komoda Ant.
No.
So they're just kind of discombobulated there.
Komoda ant.
Alright, and then that's Akane Ant's turn.
Sonia, having not really heard much of anything, to Hinata and asked, Hinata, Komoda said that he sensed that something was going afoul with you. Are you okay?
Hinata looks surprised and says, "Oh, yeah, everything is fine. I found Sayonji again." Ooh. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That was so scary. I found Sayonji again, and I accidentally made her angry.
That's a surprise.
I know. I made her so angry she called security on me. And so my distress that that Komaida probably felt was related to that instance.
I see. Komaida, were you able to make use of the coin?
Well, I'm about to. I went into the room, and clearly Kyoko was incredibly frustrated. I feel like she might have run into maybe somebody with a spiky, pine-coated head minutes before, unfortunately, and he definitely said something that didn't come off right to her, and even though she's in there happily eating, pretty irritated. I even went in there and yelled about how much money I had, and she didn't even stop to try to extort it out of me, so I figure she's not in the best. But when I did shout about the money, this little ant, who also has a pine cone-like head, started running out. He tugged on my pants and started running out of the room. So I hate to say it, but I think Hajime might be on the right track.
I see. Thank you both for giving me abreast of the situation. I don't really have anything good to do. I'm in my brain.
Hinata calls out to Komaida Ant, who he's very concerned about because it's fallen over. And it doesn't feel right to, after having Komaida Ant as his companion this entire time, to follow Hinata Ant without him. But is he like unconscious?
No.
Okay.
He's just really happy.
He's really happy that he fell over.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That he was crushed by an ant as talented as Akane.
God. So he's distracted then. I can't. There's nothing I can do to snap Komaida Ant out of it, huh?
Let's see. Go ahead and roll charisma. Roll charisma.
Roll a charisma. Ooh boy. This is gonna be like my attack rolls, and it's gonna be like a 1. No, it was almost a 19.
What is it now?
It's 11. 11.
Oh.
That's good enough.
Oh
So
yeah, it worked.
He snaps out of it. And then Akane kind of snaps out of it too.
Oh, they're cute. Hinata.
Hinata's like a man.
He is. Ultimate ant. He follows his ant self down the hall.
Oh, yeah. They're gonna round the corner here.
I'm just gonna go here.
Just go next to him, it's fine.
Okay. And then I end my turn.
And then Akane finally makes it over to Kyoko, and she's finished eating, and she looks at the little bouncer ant, and is like, she kind of looks around, because she was just gonna kind of, point at Hajime and be like, get rid of this, but he's not there anymore, so she just kind of, what does she do? She just kind of pushes her over.
Oh.
And says, you should have gotten here earlier. And then she makes her way back. She's super fast for some reason. Back over here.
Okay. Well, I'm still chasing after the Hajime hand. So I continue to do that. I'll stop here. Who is this? Oh, it's Hinata.
It's me.
Wow, actually, now that all four of us are in the same space, I kind of can't tell the difference.
Which one's the real one?
Who is the real Hinata-kun?
The one of them looks like an ant.
I don't know. I mean, you're pretty good at being an ant. Maybe you were an ant all along.
My hidden talent makes it ant, I guess.
I mean, I guess you're talented at everything, so you very well could be an ultimate ant.
So Sonia can't quite explain it, but she feels compelled to go towards the pool.
Oh.
And really just give it a good look.
Okay.
Got it.
Alright, go ahead and roll a perception.
Okay. Well,
12. It looks like just a regular old pool. You can see some stuff shining at the bottom of the pool. And it is an ant-sized pool.
Oh.
got it. Was the perception check in action?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, can I enter the pool and try to grab at the shiny stuff?
Sure. Go ahead and roll a check for that.
A 2. Oh.
Okay, so you get in the pool and slip and start flailing and splashing around, and now everybody's looking at you.
Oh no, Sonia!
And you take some despair.
Oh no. How deep is an ant-shaped pool?
You could drown in it if you really tried.
Wow.
Alright, despairfully I end my turn.
Okay. Alright, Hinata's continuing to go and follow his friend, and
Oh yeah, now that everybody's
Friend.
here, he goes inside.
This is really fun, isn't it, Hinata?
I think it's great.
Does it remind you of when I was actually alive?
Aw.
I don't think you ever had this much fun with me when I was real.
No. But I think this is what it could have been like.
If you controlled me.
No. That's kind of what it is right now, just because of how. Oh, there's moving on. You are functioning and working here. It reminds me a lot of the first, before the first trial.
Oh, so before you knew me. I see.
Kind of passive aggressive there, Nagito.
I don't know what you mean.
Happy.
Is there a happy? There's kind of happy.
Soft smile, Hinata.
There's like, I found a penny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Love that Hinata too. Chin hand.
Hinata.
Actually, I'll be chin hand. Oh, there we go. I think. Is this the happy one?
I think you only have that one.
But before I knew you, it filled me with hope, because you look like someone that I could trust.
I'm not really Kamida, you know. You don't have to tell me these things.
I want to tell you these things. Whether or not it means I feel like I'm talking to myself again and again. Yeah. Because I think that deep down you will remember this in some way, shape, or form. And I can't explain why.
Whatever you say, Hinata-kun.
No.
And I end my turn.
This time, Hologram Kamida is unusually silent. He walks in here and stands next to Hinato and doesn't move past him. He just stands next to him.
Oh yeah, you're in the pool now.
Yes.
So you're filming.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm going to attempt to get the shiny stuff at the bottom again.
Okay, roll it again.
13.
Okay. You get the shiny stuff. It's another 10 Hio coins.
Wow.
Ooh. I'm rich, baby.
But
Alright.
also, Akane Ant sees you floundering around in the pool and
Yeah.
actually dives in, trying to save you.
Wow. He's so nice.
And she picks you up and puts you over here.
Truly the ultimate ant.
Wow.
If Kamida were here, he'd be bent over, gasping for air.
I'm extremely thankful.
So funny.
Rescue Ant.
It's so cute.
Very good. Alright. Now that I've finally got the shiny stuff, I end my turn. Guys, I'm fading.
Are you falling asleep?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, I have like 5 coins. Okay. Hinata walks into the store. And can I inspect the room to see the prices of all the items here from where I'm standing?
Yes, you
Probably ask
can.
one of me.
They're all labeled.
Fuck. They're all.
But also you can ask Usami and she'll tell you.
Yay.
Also, you guys are really close to the end.
I
So-
know! I can feel it. I walked back here because I want to ask Usami, but I neglected the alter ego. So, Kamida said something. And I want to say hello. And ask alter ego what the status of Hyoko's recovery is, if we're anywhere near that.
Okay. So, this is, I mean, it is in Hyoko's mind, but it's also part of the program, and it knows that kind of information. So, it says to Komaeda, her defenses in this world are very strong. It will take a lot to upset her. Let's see. You may need to do something drastic if you want to shock her back to reality.
Got it. Can I ask for a hint about how drastic? I have an idea of what I have to do, but
Let me roll.
really should have gotten that.
The alter ego says you may need to destroy something important to her.
Oh, nice. She probably cool if she got to her out.
It's actually a good idea. Sonia, very embarrassed by the pool incident, is going to log out for this one.
Okay.
Hula hoop has been very fun, but I'm very sleepy.
Okay.
But I, before leaving, I tell Hinata and Komaida that I very much believe in them.
Do you wanna just meet and hand over all your coins?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I
Because
give
you
them all
guys
the
are really close to the end, and I want to be able to get through it.
Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so you had 10 coins?
Yes.
Alright, well I now have 32 coins then.
We are very rich.
Yeah, quite rich even. Thank you
Alright.
so much, sir.
And then
course.
Sonya goes to the game room and plays more.
Oh,
Oh, with the Namat.
what's it on there?
Yeah, I just ate spicy food, so I'll be okay for a bit.
I'd say you've got maybe 20 or 30 minutes left,
Damn.
I can
If-
definitely do that.
if that.
Alright, so
Thank you.
good night, Taylor. Thank you.
Wait, we'll let the you know the outfit.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, you'll get to. So I look around the room. I see the knife. I see the mini Kyoko. I see the gummy, and the ticket shard. And I tell Hinata, I have 32 coins. And I also have this note I want to give you from earlier that I didn't. But it says, I read the note. It says, meet me by the pool. The password is Black Cat.
Password.
Hmm?
Huh. Well,
I'm not sure what it meant, but when I got to the pool, I didn't really. Well, I didn't try very hard, but I didn't really see. It might have been that suspicious guy that was looking around, but I was more concerned about you, so I left. Anyway, he might have some information, but I figure what we can do, since I know I gave you this hint earlier, but I noticed that that VIP gummy is 22. Now that we have 32, we can absolutely afford it. Additionally, since Sonia has left for the night, it looks like we can each afford a ticket shard.
oh yeah, so I have about 7
Mm-hmm.
points.
There's also a combat knife, in case we have to do the thing that I know you're already thinking about doing. And it looks like a mini Kyoko. How much does she cost?
She's priceless.
Oh, she's 30 Hio coins. That's a lot of coins.
How are you doing the price list?
Click on them, or I hover over them.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to have to spend our money wisely. But I know if you look inside of your heart, you'll know exactly what it is you have to do to save Hyoko from this. Just like you did Sonia. Just like you will with everyone else. I imagine. So I hand over all of my coins to Hajime and say, I trust you to know what to do with these. And then if you have any questions, you can always ask me, or you can ask Alter Ego, and both of us will help you.
Oh, I need to
Now 39.
set skip turn.
Yes. My human brain saw the knife in the kitchen, but Hinata didn't see the knife.
You can ask Hajime and if there were any knives in the kitchen.
God, okay. My first order of business will be to buy
What?
You said that the tickets are like I can't.
Tickets are 5.
Tickets are 5. Oh, I'm buying a phone. Never mind. That'll be 10.
VIP gummy is 20. Mini Kyoko is 30. And combat knife is 10.
I just need one more coin to do the gummy, but I don't know.
Well, there's still a present over there that you can open. And you haven't talked to Magical Girl Usami yet either.
I'm going to walk over here to the counter. Oh god. Buying a ticket and opening the present are 2 different. But I'm going to open the present now.
Okay. The present is actually just decorative.
Oh, cool.
Congratulations, Hinata. You got a whole lot of nothing.
I won.
But you can look at it and see that it's decorative, inside and out.
Okay.
So
Except it's a void and I fell into it for a second.
Usami is gonna approach you and say, "Please approach from the other side of the counter."
You got it, Usami. I was just really excited about the present that was not a present. And I just wanted to let you know that you got me.
That's for something else.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna buy 2 ticket stars. One for me and one for Komaida.
Okay. She passes over the ticket shards and says, "Enjoy the show."
We're down to 29.
Oh, we can still buy the gummy.
Yeah.
That's not too bad then. Okay, I thought we were buy the gummy. Oh,
Nope.
I can't do math. I'm also gonna buy the gummy.
Alright. So Hajime has the deluxe VIP gummy.
And I'm gonna talk to I'm gonna talk to Hinata and ask if he saw anything in the other room, or if he knows of anything that could be used as a weapon of sorts, because I wanted to prioritize buying a sweet snack rather than the combat knife in here.
Sorry, was that a question for me?
Yeah.
What was it one more time?
Hinata Ant, is there a weapon? Did you see a weapon in the that could be used just in case?
They kind of shrug.
They kind of shrug. Okay. Okay, I'm going to... Can I return the gummy?
Return the gummy and get the knife instead?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can return the gummy and get the knife instead.
Okay.
I think Kyoko would really like the gummy.
I don't...
You're right. I think killing her would be a lot easier too. I say loudly.
You say loudly?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me roll.
Me?
No, I rolled.
Oh, you rolled.
Hinata and Komaida hear you and are kind of weirded out, but no one else does. And Usami is useless, so... She doesn't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I was gonna try to sway her over with kindness and her love of gummies. But if you want to sway her over by murdering her, stabbing her with that combat knife, I mean, I guess that's one way to do
I've just had such bad luck talking to her that I don't know what's going to work. But
I guess killing is the second best thing.
I don't want to hurt her. I just don't want to go all this way and not be able to have anything to show for it. And I could also just kill her with my hands if it got to that point.
Even I'm getting a little bit concerned about this conversation.
If you feel confidently about this versus the other thing, then I'm going to trust you, Komaida.
I'm just you. I would say the only difference right now is that I believe in you more than you believe in me.
I'm just trying to weigh all the options. And I don't want to make another mistake.
Okay, well, there's a line forming behind you, and it looks like
God.
It looks like they're getting impatient.
Oh my god. Okay. Hinata buys the gummy instead of the knife. And then he's leaving.
Thanks for wasting my time.
I spent more money.
Very indecisive. Is that a problem that you have?
A little bit.
Anyway, so you don't have the combat knife, you have the gummy.
Yeah. I hand Komaida the ticket, and I end my turn.
Hey, this reminds me of Hope Shards.
No,
Yeah,
those
it
are
does.
VIP ticket shards.
Yeah, well, it reminds me of Hope.
I'm
You
gonna
wanna
say,
take mine?
from this point on, if you know where you guys are going, you can just go.
Okay, cool. So we should probably head back into the other room.
Yeah.
Where's the show?
I think the
Well,
show is
it's-
in this
It's not
online
there.
cover.
Oh no. Where did Hyoko go? Okay, well, we searched the room. We can't find her. So we could probably just ask the ants, but we did loudly talk about killing Hyoko. Usami won't know? Well,
Usami would know.
Usami, where's Hyoko's show today?
It's just past the fountain in the main area.
Oh. Amazing. Okay.
I think we were so close.
Well, I don't know, Hinata, do your ant friends want to join us?
I didn't think to buy them tickets. Hope that Komaida Aunt was doing that.
Oh, and he was in line.
Yeah, when he was.
Oh no, there's the blood from the ant I killed earlier.
Oh no.
Don't worry about that. Oh yeah, duh. Oops. That's the fountain. Wow, we can finally get into this area. Oh.
Give me your ticket shard. I threw it in the show at room. So we'll see where it went. But
Okay,
oh,
so
Oh,
I
the
will
ants-
take care of you. You move up to the
Thank you.
VIP door, and the ants came with you.
yay!
And you're going to try to get in. You hold up the VIP ticket shard. Door disappears. And then where's tools? Apply.
oh, I put myself in there, but I can't see what's in there.
There she is.
It's Hyoko's VIP chamber.
Amazing.
So you guys can go on in at your leisure.
So silent.
All right, Hajime, I defer to you.
Hinata. Oh my god. You'd be happy. Okay. Hinata is acting like this is an actual show, and not what it looks like a throne room. And so he starts by clapping, in support of Saionji. But not as if encouraging her to start her show, but not enough to annoy her, since that's all he's been doing recently.
Okay. Well, she steps forward and says, "Wow, I've seen a lot of YouTube lately. It looks like you finally came to the show." So, what does she say? So she gets started, and she dances around a little bit, and she starts dancing.
Oh, amazing. Wow. So this is truly what it means to be able to see an ultimate in their element. This is amazing.
This is as wonderful as I thought it was going to be. Maybe even more so.
So she dances for a couple minutes, and then she stops and says, "Thanks for coming. Next show is in 2 days."
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. Did you not hear me?
Oh, I was confused because I thought that you do shows every day, but that's not a problem with me. That just tells me that I need to give you the gifts that I bought for you, Kumaida and I got for you.
Oh, you brought me gifts.
We brought you a gift as a thank you for putting on the show, even though we bought tickets to come see it.
Okay. So she's looking at you kind of expectantly and saying, "Well, hand it over."
Hinata hands over the giant deluxe VIP gummy.
Wow,
Says, "I know."
this is really good. And she digs into it, and she's got this happy look on her face. Oh, it's delicious. It's all kind of different flavors, and she just loves it.
Oh. Hinata feels hopeful from this experience because this is the first time he's seen a happy expression on Saionji since they've entered this place. And he asks her if she remembers if she remembers anything that happened, not today, but from their time on Jabberwock Island with the rest of their classmates during the killing game.
Well, since you were nice to her and gave her a present, she actually thinks about it this time. And she looks like she starts to remember something, but then she looks over to Kumaida and said, "What did you bring me?"
I actually brought you something that's a bit more of an artistic gift, I guess you could say. I just remembered something that I really hope you remember, and if you don't, I wanted to talk to you about it. There was somebody that you knew who had red hair, and you really liked her company, and I just wanted to make sure that you didn't forget her. So I wanted to come here to make sure I could remind you. Her hair was as red as the gummy that Hinata gave.
Oh my god.
And she used to take photos of you dancing. I really miss seeing those photos. And I really hope you get to
Hiyoko
see her
starts
again.
screaming and telling you to shut up and holding her head like she's in pain and she's angry. And she pushes you back and then this sort of this energy overtakes her, and she's just screaming, just telling you to shut up. And then this happens.
Oh.
Ooh! Very cool.
Mikon!
Oh my god, I love.
Oh my god.
So she is
Sick.
she has grown to enormous boss size, and there's a tiny ant carrying her.
Hey, look, it's Mikon. We found her too.
The gang's all here. So it would seem.
So she is. That was enough to activate a sort of self-defense measure. She's got this big grin on her face, and she's laughing, and she sounds just completely out of it.
Wow, I really wish Hinata had bought that combat knife.
You know, I just got me in my 5th now. I think maybe if we keep reminding her of Mahiru, her dearest friend, and supporter of her, oh no.
I hate to ask Hinata, but haven't you ever been in a boss battle before?
I have. You know, without any quick, we have a full party with the ants too. Like, I was just kind of hoping we could like yell at her and make her feel bad, but also shock her in it.
Well, that's an option. You could try it, but she's not just gonna sit and take it now. She's actually gonna move forward, and she yells at the Mikon ant, and she kind of drops Hiyoko and sends a shockwave out.
Oh no.
Go ahead and roll a 20. Both of you.
Luckily, my rolly thing is right. 16.
16 as well.
Wow. Okay, so you both dodge it. And then the Mikon ant starts crying and picks Hiyoko back up.
Man,
Hajime, might I suggest something?
please.
Well, without the Mikon ant, Sayonji might not be able to do as many attacks as she'd like. It looks like she's being supported. So, if you can distract her, I can go back and flank from behind, and I can take the little Kamida ant with me.
Ooh.
But you'll have to distract her enough that I won't get damaged trying to move.
Oh my god, what's happening? I think that's a good plan. I'm willing to. Hinata yells up at Sayonji, and moves to the side so that he can draw her attention all the way over here. And that's the only thing he can think to do. Start reminding Sayonji of her best friend Mahiru, and all of the memories that he was able to like gain and look through while combing Sayonji's memories during various psych dives.
Wow. Hiro Hajime. Okay, so what do you say? What do you say exactly?
He says, "Oh, Sayonji, don't you remember? I know it's kind of painful because you haven't seen her in a while, and she made such a great sacrifice for you while we were in the New World program, or while we were on Tabletop Island together, and she sacrificed her life for you, in so many ways, actually, but she..."
Okay, Hiyoko cuts you off. She starts laughing and she throws her wine glass at you. Roll a 20.
God. Oh god. Huh, 20.
Wow, natural 20. Okay. So, not only does it not hit you, but it actually bounces off the wall and hits the Hajime ant,
No.
which almost seems to piss her off a little bit.
Hinata screams, starts walking away, as if to defend Hinata and also to continue distracting her so that Komaida can sneak behind. And I guess I end my turn.
Should I begin?
Yeah.
Alright. Komaida sneaks up behind her and he gestures to Komaida Ant to follow him. And
He's just for whatever will make hope.
yeah. We're the same. I think he understands me and I understand him. I get directly behind her. And then I say, Hinata, we have to attack at the same time to flank her. Let's see. I work with Aunt Komaida, and I say, if you want to see true hope, we have to push her off of the Recon Ant. And that could bring us great, great hope that we've yet to experience. You can trust me. I've seen that kind of hope. And maybe you too can if you help me right now. And we try to push her off of Recon.
Okay, Komaida Ant is totally into this. And he's ready to go.
We have the same expression.
Yeah.
This is cute.
Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
So that's
should
what
I
you're
roll?
doing? Yeah, go ahead and
Yeah.
roll. Seven. Okay. Let Komaida Ant roll. Oh. Okay, just as the music swells, Komaida Ant gets an 18, which for Komaida Ant is a natural success. So
good.
Komaida Ant, you fail to do it. You know, Hiyoko notices you and laughs in your face and sort of sends you stumbling back. But Komaida Ant actually tackles the Mikon Ant out from under Hiyoko, which sends her falling. So Komaida Ant and the Mikon Ant are over here kind of... he's just laughing and she's crying. Like, she's panicking. She has no idea what's even happening.
Good job, Komaida Ant. Do you see it? Do you see the hope that I... Could it be that I've inspired hope in another?
Okay, and seeing that Mikon Ant has been attacked and taken away from Hiyoko, Hiyoko stops smiling, and she just screams this hatred. It sounds awful. It sounds almost like a noise instead of a scream. And then this happens.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Whoa.
So,
Yes.
this black cloud erupts from underneath her, and these two clawed arms move up, and she has this kind of blank expression. She's flailing around wildly like a puppet. And the Mikon Ant has actually grown to huge size.
Amazing.
This is
You can see why I wanted to do this.
Yeah, this is sick.
yeah.
Like, I had this in my head. It's like, God, I need to get this out somehow.
No, this is amazing.
So she's
I
like
love it.
it's almost like a ghost, like moving around on little wires that are attached to the hands.
It's really interesting to see you in your true state, Sayonji. I only wonder why the person most important to you isn't here and isn't in it.
Okay. Hiyoko looks back and makes this ethereal sound. You can barely even recognize it as a person. And she doesn't move to swipe at you, but like the hands move to make her move to try and hit you. Roll a 20.
Those hands remind me of someone I really hate.
Mhm.
I did not mean to just drop it, but 6.
Okay.
Oh, no.
A 6. That is actually not quick enough. You are going to take some damage from that. Hiyoko's limp body kind of slams into you.
Ew.
I'm filled with a little bit of hope, but also with a little bit of despair.
Mm-hmm.
Hajime, I really don't like those hands.
I don't like those hands either. They're making me uncomfortable. But for a lot of reasons. But I know that the Sayonji we know, is free of her influence, and this isn't the real her. And her greatest friend Mahiru would really hate to see her in this state. I attacked the hands that are pulling at Sayonji puppet with my bare hand, kind of like kicking and scratching to try anything. Well, yeah.
Alright. Go ahead and roll 20.
Fuck. 17.
Damn.
Alright. You hit it, but the hands are just, they're like, they're not human. They're like ethereal. They just kind of, your attacks
I
kind of
see.
glance off them. It looks like they don't bleed or anything.
Okay, so there's like they're physical enough that I hit them. There's nothing really I can do. Okay. I yell at Sayonji. I know it hurts to think about everything that's happened and everything you've done, but I need you to remember and break past that, because this thing that we're seeing right now is just you refusing to acknowledge the truth, and the only way to break free is to remember.
I'm moved.
Okay,
think
while
Kaede-
Hajime does that, Nagito Ant returns back to the altar Nagito, and is kind of making... He's got this frenzied look in his eye, and he's making gestures to Nagito, like he's got a plan.
Oh.
I am just as frenzied. And of course I know that we have the same goal, so I work together with the ant Nagito.
He feverishly points at your feet.
My feet. Am I gonna hop on him?
I don't know, are you?
Ah, no. I don't know. Let's see. He just points to my feet. Feet. I'm scared. The last time I stepped on the ant, I squished it. Nagito lifts his foot.
Okay. And the Kamida ant rushes underneath it.
Oh no.
Okay. Uh oh.
I trust him, and I put my foot down.
You put your foot down, and he smiles and gets squished.
Oh no.
That's true hope.
No. No.
This is it. Do you feel it, Hajime? Do you feel the hope in the air right now? Oh man, I'm more excited than ever. Okay. I laugh. And yeah.
Sayonji doesn't react at all to the Komida.
I was
Okay.
waiting for you to be done, but Sayonji does react. She
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
has got
no,
this.
I didn't mean that.
She's got the blank look on her face, but her whole kind of being kind of turns around, and she starts shaking, and the hands kind of start shaking a little bit. It's hard to tell what exactly she feels, but there is a reaction. In fact, it's a
Okay.
strong reaction. The hands, the shadow underneath her creeps along the floor and tries to grab you and Hajime. Roll d20, both of you.
Oh,
11.
2.
Who rolled a 2?
Hajime got a 2.
Hajime got a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Nagito dodges, but Hajime is held by some kind of black sludge.
Fuck.
And the Sayonji creature is just screaming in his face. He's gonna take some damage. Health and hope.
Oh.
Hajime, you can't lose hope.
Oh my god, is that my health meter or my hope meter?
You get both.
No, which one is which?
The red one is the health.
Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. That's fine. I feel I didn't take that much damage at all, Komida. And even if I did, I wouldn't let it stop me from making sure that Sayonji makes it out as herself and not nothing like she has been. I am going to squish the Hinata ant since squishing the Komida ant did something to the Sayonji in front of us. He looks so upset. He looks so upset.
You're going to squish.
Okay,
Wow.
Hajime Ant, though it wasn't clear if he was on board with this or not,
No.
is squished as well. And Sayonji has another huge reaction. She looks back at the squish marks that were the ants. And she just... The hands kind of go limp. And the Mekon ant shrinks back down and starts crying. And she remains kind of motionless and silent.
Komida runs over to the Mekon ant and squishes her in a frenzy.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. The hands retreat into the ground, and Saranji just kind of lays limp on the ground.
Fuck.
Hajime, you should do the honor.
Squishing her?
No.
God. I'm not. No. Hinata. There we go. Hinata walks over. Oh my god. To the prone. Oh god. I almost stepped on her. On accident. The prone Sayonji and says, there you are. That looks more like the Sayonji I know, and the one that Makiru loves and misses. Do you remember everything that happened? I know it's really hard to acknowledge all the bad things that you have done, but we're here. Those of us that remember are here to support you, and we don't judge you for what happened.
Aw.
And we don't blame you for what happened.
Aw. I could cry.
Oh.
So, Sanji is prone. She's a little dazed, but she's aware, and she hears everything that Hajime's saying. Hang on, before I do that. Where is it? Not that one.
Danganronpa.
There we go. So, she hears everything that Hajime says, and she starts crying. And she
Aw.
says, I miss Mahiru. I haven't seen her in forever. I built this palace thinking that she might come and see it,
Yeah.
but she
Aw.
never did. Everyone else came, and she didn't, and I don't know where she is. I don't like this palace. I don't like this stupid, there's no point to any of this. She's not here. She's not coming. And she just starts crying.
Oh. Hinata kneels down to kind of take her hands in his. And he says, she wouldn't have come here because she knows that you being here means that you aren't being truthful to yourself. And she wouldn't have wanted to see you continue lying to yourself for as long as you have been. And she knows that once you escape here, that you guys can be together again. But as your true selves.
Okay, give me a second.
No, it's okay. I feel bad because she's waiting for you outside.
Okay, Hyoko's crying, but she kind of looks at Hajime when he says that she was waiting. And she says, you know where she is? You could take me to her. Do you promise?
Hinata smiles. Also kind of crying, because he's moved by Sionji's tears.
Aw.
And he says, yes, of course. I know exactly where she is.
Okay. Hyoko kind of rolls over and wipes her eyes and says, okay, I'll go with you, but if you're lying, I'm gonna bop you.
I don't think I could lie about something like this. And be able to live with myself afterwards.
She kind of closes her eyes and things start disappearing.
Hey, Hajime. I won't be able to follow you out of here, but I look forward to the next time I get to see you. And I'm really hoping maybe I don't make it out. And if I don't want you to feel bad. Because for me, this is enough.
What is enough? Exactly.
Komaida doesn't answer. He just smiles.
Oh my God. I'm getting distracted by the world disappearing around it. Hinata looks really sad, and off, kind of distant, as he thinks, and he tells Komaida, I know I might just be talking to myself, but I still believe that somewhere you'll be able to remember this. And I want you to know, Chiaki, I want you to know that I'm not giving up on you, and I won't take this, whatever this means for you, as enough. And I won't stop until you're also back with the rest of us.
Komaida just laughs. But it's not like his normal laugh. It's more genuine this time. And he says, just worry about the others. And just know that I believe in you. I think he said his...
Okay.
Well,
Just let me know when you guys are ready to go.
I think that's it.
Okay.
For me as well.
Well, Hyoko's disappeared. The world is falling apart. Her psychic shield is going away. And the Nanami ant is kind of looking up and smiling. And then she disappears.
Oh,
Wow.
it was a hard day for Hajime.
Yeah!
And then that's it. The world is enveloped in bright light, and Hajime is back outside the simulation, back outside the New World program.
And Komaida's gone.
Komaida's gone.
Yeet it right off the board. Yeet it away. We did. Damn. Oh fuck, we did it!
You did it. Now you're all
Jesus.
alone.
Well, no, not all alone. Hyoko wakes up with Hajime.
Oh
It
yeah,
was a
and this
success.
is- Yay!
You've done it.
The
And then he gets bopped.
Yeah, then he gets bopped on the head. And that's it.
That was very good.
What do you think?
Loved
Oh,
it.
it was so good.
I've wanted
I
to
got
do
emotional.
this. I've wanted to do this ever since I kind of came up with it.
And actually, I think it worked better as a campaign.
Yeah.
Just because of how, I mean, you also made it that way because it was a campaign, but it just how many steps there were. Oh my god, it was fucking wonderful though.
Yeah, that was lit.
I'm really glad.
Oh man.
I was so happy that you were able to finish it.
I know.
Because I
I'm
had all
getting
those
worried.
drawings because it was meant to be like a Twitter thing. But then I just
Yeah.
used them. And I could still do it again. Like on over Twitter.
Max Kazudio, what is it? Yakuza Guns, reached out to me after I made that other post and said that he would be down to like play around if we wanted to keep going on the timeline. But
Ooh.
which
Yeah,
would
we
be a
could do
fun
that.
dynamic just because he's so like he's so funny. Though I am satisfied with what we did here as well.
I'm really happy with it. You guys were great.
Thanks.
I hope that there was just enough in there to kind of... Because I was wondering how much stuff to put in. You know?
Yeah.
Because if it's too long, then you don't make it. And if it's not enough, then it's not good.
I felt like it was perfect, and like, I don't know, there was something about all of the settings every time, and this is just every time you do a campaign, but specifically with this one, I felt like I learned more and more about Sayonji every room we visited, even if it was minor little things like economy and the balance.
Like, I love Psychonauts, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah,
And-
no, I was thinking.
And I'm super hyped for Psychonauts too. But I
Oh
also
my God, I
really
played the
liked
demo,
the...
but I didn't feel like standing in line.
Yeah. But I really liked the whole Danganronpa 2.5 thing where he's diving into Komaida's head to try and like fix him, and it's like if they ever made another game, it would have to be that. Because you've got so many different people you could dive into, and they could all be so different. So, and it's a fun exercise. It's like, well, what is Sayonji's brain like? She's like a brat, and she wants everything her way. So, obviously, it's just this all about her, and, you know, everybody is just lower than her. Everybody here is just little tiny and insignificant. Even her friends are smaller than her, but they're still her friends, which is why she gets upset when they get hurt.
Yeah. That was very cool. That was a nice touch. I was really shocked, actually, when Hinata stomped on... Well, and Hinata... God, his best friend. But it was very cool that it worked out in his favor. And, yeah, in that moment, I was like, oh, Sayonji does care, because at first I thought she was just shocked that that Komaida got stomped on because it was shocking. But that was a nice touch. And in general, I'm really excited because it's also helped inspire me to write Komaida a little bit differently. And I would do a psych dive later with Komaida, but I'd want to do it completely differently from the OVA, which I still want to buy the rights to because I think it'd be funny. But like, I just think that's so funny. But it would be, I would want to do it a lot differently, and I definitely want Komaida to start having memories of this moment. I actually wanted to work with you to come up with something where, like, Komaida's, like the machine that Komaida's in, there was some kind of mistake where his consciousness was accidentally being distributed to multiple classmates at once.
So,
You know
like,
what I mean?
he's fractured or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would totally be down with working with you.
Yeah, because I think it would be... I know that he was the most difficult, and I know it's because of the shock of his death, but I also think that because he believed in all of them so much, I like the idea of something kind of going wrong with his luck, and that being like one of the last things that happened, where the only thing that was sustaining him was his consciousness being distributed among the classmates in a way. So like he almost gets a piece of himself back with every classmate that is revived.
Oh, that's why he's Outlast.
Yeah.
That could be neat.
Yeah. Thing in Rampa. But
Yeah.
anyway, I just like the idea of like his faith in people defining him.
Yeah. There was actually a little bit of serendipity at work here. Mahiru was supposed to be here, but she was supposed to be a butterfly.
Aww.
And then, like, the thing that you would have to do is, like, somehow get her injured or something. But I think I like this
That's
better. Or, like, if somebody tried to, like, get her kimono messed up. Like, she wouldn't be able to do anything about it, but like the butterfly would.
Oh, that's interesting. That makes a lot of sense.
But I like this better.
I did like, I could tell Hinata was a bit frantic and not sure how to act, and I was like, oh, I'm. And then when Sayonji was like, what did you bring me? I was like, oh shit, Mahiru.
Yeah.
I didn't actually. That was kind of a panic like moment, but then I felt like the second I said that, it really clicked for Hinata.
I mean, I'm just gonna tell you, the gummy was a red herring.
Damn.
Like, if you'd have
But-
given it to her, like, she would have eaten it, but she would have... That would have been it. Like, that wasn't the key. But the
That
fact
makes
that
sense.
the fact that you started saying stuff that she didn't like was good. I mean, Nagito actually really hit the nail on the head by saying that.
Yeah. I liked it better because I was and at the store I was like, I don't want to actually kill Sayonji. But Alterigo, when I talked to Alterigo, I was like, oh shit, we actually have to do that, because I had been thinking about the Komaida OVA a lot,
Yeah.
where it makes sense for Komaida to actually need to be killed in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
But Sayonji doesn't necessarily have to do that.
Well,
No,
Uh,
it's about everything in here is just a defense to make them comfortable and not want to leave.
yeah. Komaida's whole deal with the gummy was that Komaida would never kill another ultimate unless he's doing
Unless
that whole,
they
like,
asked him to.
yeah, it's like, his mentality is that he would never opt for killing one first. And so naturally he would just want to, like, give her a gummy instead. And he would never
Right.
want Hinata to win with despair.
What did you think about her forms?
Oh, they were very good.
Oh, they're fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like, I
liked
started
how
just
Hinata
drawing those, and
said-
it's like, I was looking at, like, Persona, because I really liked the way Persona 5 did their boss fights, where it's like, I wish the whole game was like that, where it's like they're people and they have their own deals and stuff like that.
That was very cool. Oh, yeah. When Mikan changed sizes, I was really excited.
Yeah, she didn't really get to do much. She just kind of was there. I like that
Junko's
she was
hands were
there,
also
dude.
really messed up.
Yeah,
I liked
really
how
like
Sanji
those.
was like, yeah, and she
Because
was
it's like it's revealing that she's, still got that shadow hanging over her.
Yeah.
God, that was
And
good.
then Hajime's speech at the end was really good. I really liked that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad it worked. I was like, words.
No, it worked out really well.
It's funny because I was saying it and I was like, oh no, I'm really sad. Like, I'm thinking about it and doing sad. And I was like, I didn't almost cry, but I could feel it.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, though. That's what this is all about.
Definitely. Aww.
Anyway, I'm gonna cut recording here. So, anybody that's watching in the future, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you very much to my buddies for coming and playing my campaign that I made.
Very cool.